Let me show you probably the most comfortable, very affordable and actually decent sound quality earphones that you can currently get. And this is what the box of them actually look like. Inside the box you get the earphones itself in actually very nice packaging. Also a quick manual where you can see how to use them and also how to control them. So in this video we will actually go over the build quality of them, the sound quality, how actually the app looks and how they perform, also the comfort, microphone test and even the battery life. And this is what the case on them actually look like, so you can actually see through them. And also when we simply touch them and hold in hand, they actually feel really nice, and the size also isn't huge, but still at the same time it actually feels really decent. And actually they appear very stylish as well, and the design definitely is one of their strong points. And this is what the buds look like. Yeah, they actually look really cool. When it comes to the overall build quality on the case, actually I even prefer the even a bit cheaper Xiaomi Buds 6 Play when it comes basically how the case feels and also the overall build quality. Honestly, I think these actually feel like kind of cheap. So these Play models are actually even cheaper than these, but the case itself actually is more better on the cheaper models actually. However, the build quality actually on the earbuds itself is actually really decent. So also I really like their style. As you can see, you can actually see even inside them and see all the like chips inside and what they actually look like. And this is what it looks up close. Yeah, the overall style and design is actually really cool on these. And the quality of the earbuds themselves actually feel pretty much the same as even more expensive Redmi Buds 6 Lite. So really build quality on the earphones itself is actually really decent. Also on these we actually get dual microphones as well. When it comes to the battery life, the active models actually get 6 hours on a single charge. So when you actually take it out of the case, this can last for around 6 hours on basically before you actually need to recharge them. So in total with the case, these can last around 30 hours. So essentially you can maybe recharge them 4 or 5 times from the case alone. And the price is around $16 basically, or euros. And they actually have fairly actually large drivers, so the like speakers inside basically what produce the sound. Out of all of these models actually they have the largest drivers. And right over here I have the light model, so you can see they actually have completely different design. When it comes to the sound quality, these actually also are really decent. So the sound quality is, yeah, definitely for this price, it's actually really good. So the overall sound very clear, the sound is kind of crisp. And also what I really like is that these are actually very comfortable. So basically when you actually insert them in your ear, you can barely even tell that you have them in the air. For example, if you compare these to the like cheaper Play model, these are like 2 times more comfortable. So the comfort definitely out of all of these is really the best. But maybe the lights also are actually fairly comfortable. But out of all of these really are made to be the most comfortable as well, and they really are also meant for exercise. So maybe if you're running, so again you will actually have very good feedback from these and they won't fall out on you, and also they will stay in place while also being very comfortable. However, when I actually compare the sound quality to the cheaper Play model, I would say these are almost equal. So in some parts maybe these are better, maybe in some parts these are better, but overall they're almost equal. Personally, I even prefer the sound quality on these like smaller ones, but they actually aren't like nowhere as comfortable as these. So I would say these are like 5% better in sound quality, but again they actually have completely different design and how they actually go inside in your ear. So really that's the main reason. Yeah, they actually sound like almost equal, even though this is actually more expensive, just the design. And this is what the app on them actually looks like. So actually you can control them through the app as well, and also you have various gestures on these as well. So again, these are actually very advanced. For example, you can touch basically them on this side in various ways, so you can see how you can actually touch them, and you can basically as you can see, they actually are very advanced, so you can easily control them. Also, when we go on the audio effects and change this, we can actually change basically how they will sound to match what actually you are listening. So again, they're actually very advanced. Also, we can even find them as well. So if you lose them somewhere, maybe in your room, if you enable this, basically they will actually start to play like very loud sound, and if you listen carefully in a quiet room, you can actually hear them. This is a microphone test on the Redmi Buds 6 Active. So currently I actually have them in my ear, and this is what these Xiaomi Redmi Buds 6 Active actually sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog while Peter was pickling his peppers in the backyard. Also, these earbuds actually have dual microphones, and overall actually when you place them in your ear, I would say the sound quality, basically the recording quality, is actually really decent. And the microphone probably sounds decent enough for a cheap pair of earphones. But really there is a problem with these when you actually take them out of your ear. Maybe if you want them to use as a wireless microphone, and basically if you want to film some video and simply speak in these and use this as microphone, these are pretty much unusable. When you compare to the light model or the play model, you can actually take these out of your ear and simply simply talk in these earphones, and the microphone still will be actually really good, and actually even better than what they sound when you have them in the ear. But for some reason these, when you actually take them out of your ear, the sound is completely unusable on the microphone on these, unfortunately. And overall, if you can actually get these for a cheap price, these are actually fairly decent earphones. We get actually fairly decent sound quality. The app connection basically is very good, so when you actually use them with a phone or maybe a computer, they actually connect pretty much instantly. And again, the wireless distance also is actually really good on them. And when it comes to the comfort, out of all three of these are definitely the most comfortable. The play ones, basically the cheapest ones, aren't really comfortable, but these are actually really comfortable, and you can barely even feel them when you put them inside. But overall, I would probably choose this light model actually if I had to choose out of all of them, because the sound quality is actually better on the light models. The light model actually has active noise cancellation. Well, it isn't that good, but still at least has that. Also, the overall build quality on the case definitely feels way more premium on the light model as well. And also the microphones actually on the light model also are actually better than these. Actually, when you take them out of your ear, these are like 10 times better microphones. Also, when you compare the battery life, these actually get the worst battery life at around 6 hours still. That's actually fairly good. But for example, even the cheapest one, Play or the Lite, definitely gets more battery juice. And generally I actually believe that these actually should cost the same price as the Play model, because the Play model actually has a better battery life, and also the overall build quality is actually better on these. The only better thing about these really is the comfort of them, so these are actually definitely more comfortable. Also, if you check out my other videos, I actually have full review on the Lite model and also the Play model. By the way, I'm actually really trying to grow this channel. If you could help me out, that'd be so much appreciated. Thank you, and good luck everyone.